I done told y'all I got 9 kids and 5 baby daddies. Welcome to episode 8, part 2 of Get to Know My Baby Daddies. And before we get started today, I just wanted to say thank you to every single one of you for 50K on Facebook and almost 65K on TikTok. That is amazing. I am so grateful and forever thankful for all of the love and support. You guys are so awesome. I just love y'all so much. Also, if you're new here and haven't seen episodes 1 through 8, I need you to go back and watch episodes 1 through 8 so you will not be confused. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. So basically, after I found out that Ben was actually married and was moving his wife and 2 kids all the way from California to North Carolina, I was so confused. Because up until that point, he had been telling me that he wanted to be with me and that he and his wife were no longer together anymore. But I was the stupid ass that was believing his lies. I can't remember his exact excuse for when he told me he was moving them there, but I think it was something along the lines of, oh, she won't let me see my kids if I leave her. She's threatening to not let me see my kids until I take her to court. So he was like, I'm moving them here to North Carolina so I can be around my boys until I can officially file for divorce. He was like, don't worry, I'm going to tell her that you're pregnant and all of that. And I'm just sitting there like, shouldn't you tell her that before you move her here? But whatever. Now, looking back in hindsight, I know that I sound really naive, and I was fucking really naive. Because who the hell? I wish a motherfucker would try that shit with me today. Honestly, when I tell this story back, it makes me wonder what the hell I was thinking. But y'all have to remember, and maybe this won't matter much, but I was already about 2 or 3 months pregnant before I ever even found out that he was married or put 2 and 2 together. And so at that point, I'm just like, okay, if he's not going to be with her, then why should I give up? I know, fucking stupid. And I know a lot of y'all are going to say I should have cut him off immediately. My mom told me that. My friends told me that. Everybody close to me told me that. But when you're pregnant by someone and they're telling you that their marriage is already over and they don't want to be with their wife anymore, you want to believe them. And so that's what I did. But y'all, he was fucking lying through his damn teeth. Literally lying to both of us. I will say though that when he told me he was deciding to move his wife and kids and their entire household belongings over to North Carolina from California, I got this really bad gut feeling that I was being lied to. And I did express my concerns to him, but of course, he swore up and down that was not the case. He kept saying the one and only reason he was doing it was because he needed to be around his boys. According to him, he hadn't been able to see them in a long time because they were in California and he was over in Georgia, and now he'd be moving to North Carolina, so if he did not move them there, he would not see them. So as time went on, we were still seeing each other every chance we got, meeting up on the weekends, hanging out, spending a lot of time together. But eventually I started realizing something was definitely off because he still hadn't told his wife anything about me being pregnant. He wouldn't talk to me when he was around her or even at home at all. Basically, she knew nothing about me because he hadn't told her that he was seeing me or anything. So then one day, he just completely stopped answering me. No calls, no texts, no nothing at all. About 3 days later, he calls me and tells me she knows everything. Apparently, she had gone through his phone while he was sleeping and found out about us and read all of our messages and threw his phone across the room and broke it. And I remember just being like, okay. Because at that point, I was still super confused about what was actually going on. Then he proceeds to tell me that he's not going to have anywhere to live because she's threatening to call his command and have him put out of the house. And I was just like, okay, well, I mean, you did say you didn't want to be with her in the first place, so maybe that's for the best. But the whole situation just felt really weird. Because up until then, remember, he was telling me that his marriage was basically over and they were just together because of the kids. And that he was planning on telling her about me and the baby and that he wanted to be with me. But now suddenly everything had blown up because now she found out. So at that point, I kind of stepped back and started living my own life again. I tried to move on and I even actually had another boyfriend there for a little while. Somehow he found about that, and y'all, this man had the nerve to get mad at me, telling me I was cheating on him with this guy. And I remember just sitting there like, sir, cheating on who exactly? Because last I checked, you were the one that was married. Cheating on a married man is wild, y'all. The audacity was truly unmatched. But then something even crazier happened. I can't remember exactly how I found out, but y'all, somehow I did. And I learned that his wife was pregnant again. Obviously by him. Oh my God, huge shocker, right? So here he is telling me he's not with her anymore. They don't do anything. He doesn't want to be with her. He wants to be with me. All of that. But somehow she's pregnant with his baby. What? The math was just not mathing at that point. I just remember like all the color going out of my face and just feeling like infuriated with the whole situation. And y'all, I hate to do it to you, but I'm going to have to end episode 8 part 2 right here. You're not going to want to miss the rest of this series, so hit that follow button and follow along if you're not already. The story continues to get crazier because remember, I ended up marrying this man. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.